Hello everyone, welcome to Codeforces round 982. We are solving problem C at zeros. So in this problem, initially we are given array A of size n, and in one operation what we can do is we can choose any position, let's say I, and if my AI is equal to size of A plus 1 minus I, where they have defined that modulus A is basically this current size of the array. After that, what we can do is append I minus 1 zeros to the end of the A. So if my AI matches this condition, what I can do is I can add I minus 1 zeros to the end of the zeros. After performing this operation, we can perform this operation as many number of times we want, and we need to maximize the maximum possible length of the array A. Sorry. So if you look at the constraint says that AI can range to 10 to the power 12. So we have to take long, and rest it says that size of n will not exceed 3 into 10 to power 5. So something in log of in big O of n should do our job, or n log n also. Yeah. So yeah, that is done. Okay. And if we see the examples, what they have said is, let's say this example 2 4 6 2 5. They have also explained it that what they are doing is they are first taking I is equal to 4, and then they are trying to match that if A4 matches with the condition that this is current size plus 1 minus index is equal to 2. So yeah, if the element is also 2, yeah, it is 2 only, then I can add I minus 1, that is 3 zeros to the end of this array. Yeah, so this is done. But after that, what we can do is we again have to look back that now, since the size is updated, are there any new positions, are there any new possibility that can I increase it? So yes, if I choose I is equal to 3, now current size will become 8 plus 1 minus index I is equal to 6, and it again matches with the third index, and again I can add two more zeros to it. So similarly, now the size will become 10. So this is how operations we have to perform and try to maximize the length of our uh, array. So yeah, this is all for this question. So very first thing that came to my mind is that I tried to print out that this possible value of all the values elements that I have in my array. So I tried to print it. So for the very first example at the set, I find it for first index 2 5 8 5 and 9. Okay. So very first thing what should that came to my mind is that initially my size is fixed. My size is 5. Okay. Now my size is fixed. Now if I take this 5 into account, the value that is present at this index, that is 4. No, sorry, the index minus 1 should the index that I have, that is currently 2 is my index. One more element will be added to here. And if that is added, I should be having 6. Can I see any value with 6? No, I don't see. So I don't need that. So okay. But now I am at 5. This is my index 4. So if I take this value, I will add 3 more zeros to it and my size will become 8. Do I see any value with 8? Yes, I see this value 8. So I will perform this operation. I will add 3 zeros to the end of the array, and now my size is 8. What this will make is that I can make use of this 8 now. Now I will go to this 8. I will see how many more zeros I can add. I can 2 more zeros to it. Now my size will become 10. And I don't have anything as 10. So 10 will be my answer. So it is. Let's see for second example. Size is 5. I can now have 3 5s. I will try to look for each possible 5s. First I have this 5. I can add I minus 1, that is 0. No, this won't work. 5 minus 1, sorry, index is 1, index is 2 minus 1, that will make it 6. Do I see a 6 here? Yes, I see a 6 here. This will do my job. I will add 1 0 to it. Size will become 6. Now I'll check for it. 3 minus 1 2, 2 more zeros I can add. Size will become 8, and 8 is also there. So now 8, index is 4 minus 1 3, 3 more zeros I can add. 11, I don't see any 11, but 11 is the maximum I can make, so 11 it is. Similarly, let's look for the third example. Fourth one is very easy, that they have given only one element, n is 1, only one will, so that will be my answer. For third example, my size is 4. So yeah, here I see 1 4. By making use of this 4, Adding two more zeros will make the size 6. I see two sixes here. Adding which 6 to my account, can I make it 9? Yes, I can make it 9 by using this last 6. I will add three more elements, size will become 9. I have 9. After 9 I have I minus 1 zeros again, so I can add 10 zeros, so answer is 10. So one thing I saw here is that there is some sort of connected component stuff that I have. Okay, so from this, simply by printing out what the values, what the basic size is required for each value, I landed up here that there is some sort of connected, the graph is forming with some nodes which they are connected to each other, and I have to just simply iterate to those nodes and finally land up somewhere that this size is maximized. Yeah, it's recording. So yeah, so what I'm doing is, currently, since the values are very large, I don't want to initialize it, so I'm taking map to create my graph, and simply maintaining, since the values are very large, simply for visiting nodes I'm maintaining this vis map. And initialized, I have my long I answer created my answer. I'm initializing all the stuff here. I'm clearing map on every test cases, clearing vis on every test cases. This is, I'm trying to create the map. What I'm doing is, basically I'm iterating over all the values of my array. I am taking that account, since here it is 0 base, so that minus 1 plus 1 is gone, so this is the value that will be stored for this node. So for my this x, these are the possible values that can be made. So basically I had a number of fives there, so what values I can make, that is I am just adding back to that particular adjacency list. So now my graph is ready. Initialize my answer with n. Why n? Because minimum answer will be the size of the initial array, so that I've initialized it with n. And I've started my sort of DFS traversal. Why n? Because why I have to start with less. Initially I have the size as fixed, that is n, so I'll start the DFS from n only. So, and once the traversal is done, I will simply return my answer. So in my traversal, I'm basically updating my answer. So what is that? I am going to this particular node. I'm updating that I have visited this node. Don't go there. I am going to iterate those adjacency list with m of I. If I'm checking j, that if j is visited, if it is not visited, do the recursively go to DFS for j node, and while you go there, simply check that whatever the value of j, whatever node basically I have, simply check them, take the maximum of the current answer and that value of the node that I have. So simply the answer will be basically updating with my answers, and finally I returned my answer. So yeah, this was the basically all about this question. If you have any query, do comment it out and do subscribe for more daily content. The idea was here just to observe this, how I can make use of the sizes which they have given, and how we can relate it to graph and basically a simply traversal technique. So yeah, this was all. Thank you.